What if I told you that your cells hold a biological blueprint dictating your height, eye color, and enzyme efficiency? Welcome to the fascinating realm of heredity. In this video, we're not just memorizing facts, we're deciphering the very software of life. We will explore how tiny errors during DNA replication create survival advantages and how the 23rd chromosome pair determines your biological sex. Don't blink. Your genetic code is about to become far more intriguing. Take a look at your ears right now, or glance at the person beside you. Are your earlobes free hanging, or are they glued to the sides of your head? This may seem like an insignificant detail, but it's actual secret information passed down by your parents, and a scientist who gained fame through pea plants in a monastery over a century ago. Today, we're delving into Chapter 8, Heredity. By the video's end, you'll clearly understand why you don't mirror your parents entirely, why all bacteria can't be wiped out by heat, and who determines if a newborn is a boy or a girl. Trust me, it's not what you think. Let's get started. CBSE Class 10 Science Chapter 8, Heredity. 1. Accumulation of variation during reproduction. Reproduction isn't merely a copy-paste process. It ensures species continuity while introducing subtle differences, variations. A. Mechanisms of variation, asexual reproduction. This process involves just one parent dividing, e.g., binary fission in bacteria. Variations are minimal and arise from slight biochemical inaccuracies during DNA replication. For instance, if a single bacterium divides, producing two new cells, those four will resemble each other closely, with only tiny genetic differences. This is why sugarcane fields show limited variation. Sexual reproduction. This method involves two parents and the fusion of gametes, maximizing variations. Clear distinctions are visible among individual organisms. For example, humans inherit a mix of traits, leading to unique combinations in facial features, height, and skin color. B. Evolutionary importance of variations. Not all variations have equal survival chances. The environment filters and selects variants that offer survival benefits. This natural selection underpins evolutionary processes. Core example, the heatwave scenario. Picture a bacterial population in a body of water. A sudden heatwave raises the temperature, causing most bacteria to perish. Nevertheless, a few with mutations allowing heat tolerance survive and reproduce, saving the population from extinction. 2. Heredity and inherited traits. Heredity is the passing down of genetically determined characteristics from parents to their offspring. Inherited traits. These are physical or physiological attributes transferred between generations. Offspring possess essential traits of their species but aren't exact replicas of their parents. Example: human earlobes. Human populations exhibit two earlobe variants. 1. Free earlobes. The ear's lowest part hangs down freely. 2. Attached earlobes. The ear's lowest part is connected closely to the head. Okay, stop for a moment. Visualize crossing a super tall plant with a super short plant. You'd logically expect a medium height plant, correct? But when Mendel did this, things didn't unfold as anticipated. The short trait disappeared entirely in the first generation. Where did it vanish? Did it die off? Pay attention here, because the way that short trait re-emerges in the next generation adds an incredible twist to genetics. 3. Mendel's laws and rules of inheritance. Gregor Johann Mendel, 1822–1884, combined science and mathematics, becoming the first to systematically track and count traits across generations, revealing the laws of inheritance. He used garden pea plants for their clear, contrasting traits, e.g., tall versus short, round versus wrinkled seeds, violet versus white flowers. We understand traits are passed on, but how does a tiny DNA strand influence whether a plant is tall or short? It's not magic, it's a systematic process. Think of your DNA as a guidebook for building proteins. A typo in the manual slows down the protein production, lowering hormone levels, and voila, the plant remains short. Let's examine how these manuals organize into individual packets called chromosomes, preventing trait confusion. A. The principle of equal contribution. Both mother and father provide nearly equal amounts of genetic information to the child through gametes. Therefore, each trait in offspring is shaped by two DNA versions, one from each parent. B. Monohybrid cross. Inheritance of a single trait. Mendel crossed a pure tall, TT, pea plant with a pure short, TT, pea plant. Parents. Tall, TT, times short, TT, down pointing arrow F1 generation. All tall, TT, down pointing arrow, self-pollinated, F2 generation. 3 tall, TT, 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 1 short, TT. The F_1, first filial generation. All plants were tall, with no medium height plants. This confirmed that traits aren't randomly mixed. The F_2, second filial generation. Upon self-pollination of F_1 plants, the short trait reappeared. 1/4, 25%, of F_2 plants were short, while 3/4, 75%, were tall. Dominant versus recessive traits. Dominant trait. A trait that presents itself even with one gene copy, e.g., T in TT produces a tall plant. Recessive trait. A trait concealed in the presence of a dominant gene, only visible with two identical copies, e.g., T must be TT to produce a short plant. C. Dihybrid cross. Independent assortment of traits. Mendel sought to uncover whether two traits were linked or inherited independently. He crossed a plant with round and yellow seeds, RRYY, with a plant with wrinkled and green seeds, RRYY. F_1 result. All offspring had round and yellow seeds, confirming that round and yellow are dominant traits. F_2 result. After self-pollination, offspring showed a 9:3, 3:1 phenotypic ratio. 9 round, yellow, parent combination, 3 round, green, new combination, 3 wrinkled, yellow, new combination, 1 wrinkled, green, parent combination. Conclusion. The inheritance of seed shape, round, wrinkled, is independent of seed color inheritance, yellow, green. Traits combine freely during zygote creation. 4. Cellular mechanism of trait expression. How do these abstract factors, genes, physically alter an organism's appearance? A. The molecular pathway. 1. DNA is the blueprint. Cellular DNA serves as the main information source for protein construction. A gene refers to a specific DNA segment providing instructions for a single protein. 2. Proteins control characteristics. Many proteins act as enzymes. 3. Example. Plant height mechanism. Scenario A. Tall plant. The gene delivers perfect instructions for an enzyme linked to producing a growth hormone. This enzyme functions very effectively, creating ample hormone, resulting in a tall plant. Scenario B. Short plant. The gene experiences a change, mutation, leading to a less efficient enzyme that results in minimal growth hormone, causing a short plant. B. The role of chromosomes. To avoid combined traits from sticking together, DNA splits into separate, independent sections called chromosomes. Body cells contain 2 copies of each chromosome, one set from each parent. During germ cell, sperm, egg formation, 1 chromosome from each pair is taken. Upon fertilization, the sperm, N, and egg, N, merge, restoring the normal double chromosome number, 2N, in the zygote, ensuring stability in the species. 5. Sex determination. Sex determination is the biological method that ascertains whether an individual will grow into a male or female. A. Non-genetic, environmental, sex determination in numerous species. Genes do not set the sex. Temperature dependent. In certain reptiles, the temperature at which fertilized eggs are incubated dictates the gender of the hatchlings. Social, individual change. Snails can actively change their sex during their lifetime, indicating their gender isn't stringently determined by genetics. B. Genetic sex determination. Humans. In humans, sex is wholly defined by the genes inherited from parents. Humans possess 23 pairs of chromosomes. 22 pairs align perfectly in both sexes, autosomes. The 23rd pair houses the sex chromosomes. Females have matching sex chromosomes labeled as XX. Males have mismatched ones, represented as XY, a normal-sized X chromosome and a shorter Y chromosome. Definitive rule. Since mothers can only pass an X chromosome, the child's sex relies solely on the father's contribution. If the father's sperm carries an X chromosome, the child will be a girl. If it carries a Y chromosome, the child will be a boy. Statistically, there is a precise 50% chance for both outcomes. So, what did we learn today? We discovered that reproduction isn't merely a flawless copying machine, and that's a good thing. These minor DNA variations are crucial for our species' survival amid changing environments. We also learned you're a perfect blend of your parents' genetics, but dominant traits often take center stage. Lastly, science firmly confirms that the child's biological sex is determined solely by the father's chromosome. Blame the Y chromosome for that. Genetics is not just a section in your science textbook. It's the living narrative of you. If this clarified Mendel's laws for you, hit that like button, subscribe for Chapter 9, and leave a comment below. Do you have free or attached earlobes? Let's see which trait dominates our comment section. See you in the next video.